Okay, main energy for your reading this month is the Seven of Pentacles. Bottom of the deck, you get the World. There's something that you are done with. I don't know if it's a person, a connection, a lesson. I don't know what it is, but you're showing me like, look, I've learned everything that I need to learn from this. Like there's nothing more that I can get. I've learned all the lessons, and beyond learning them, I've integrated them. So it's like I've taken it, like I'm done with this. I'm done. There's nothing else here for me. Now, you are still evaluating something here, and again, we'll clarify and see what that is. In the recent past, you get the Page of Swords, the Death, and the King of Cups. You are the King of Cups. I don't assign gender to my cards. You're showing me like, look, I feel like something's done. I feel like I need to release something which just like no longer serves me. And this is you. I don't know if this is a person, a connection. I don't know what this is. But in the recent past, you're showing me like this doesn't serve me anymore. I've learned what I needed to learn from this. Like I need to release it. But you're doubting it. You're questioning it. You're not 100% sure. You're showing me like, I think I do, but maybe I'm wrong. Now, in the current situation, you get the Justice, the Three of Swords, and the Eight of Wands. There's some pain here. There's some emotional pain that you're dealing with. And I feel like you and your person or whoever's causing you this pain, you are communicating about it, but despite the pain, it feels like things are set right. So it's almost like, whatever it is that you released or whoever you released in the recent past, it hurt, it sucked, but it feels right to you for some reason. Very interesting how these energies are coming through. In the near future, you get the Ace of Wands, the Knight of Pentacles, and the Five of Pentacles. There's a desire to have a brand new beginning here, right? Following this loss, following the separation. I don't know if this is a new beginning overall in love, or if you're just trying to light that fire within you again, or if you want this person back. I don't feel like you want this person back though, because you're so sure. You're showing me like, this does not serve me. This person doesn't serve me. This connection doesn't serve me. So why would you want it back in the near future? I don't know if this is you or your person's energy. We'll see. Let's take a look. Let's clarify. We'll start off by clarifying the main energy for your reading, which is the Seven of Pentacles. Seven of Pentacles is clarified by the King of Wands, the Lovers, and the Three of Cups. Okay, so maybe you do want them back? What is going on? Okay, look, Cancer, I don't know if this is you or your person. Take the energies as they resonate. Because either you're all over the place here, you're like, I'm done with this, but I want them back, or this is their energy. I don't know. I read the energy in the room. I don't know who it belongs to. Especially if you're dealing with a fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries, this is their energy. So someone here, I'm going to say you because this is your reading, but it could be them, could be you, could be both of you. You're showing me here, like, I want this connection back. I want a reconciliation because this connection is the Lovers. It's a deep, intense, emotional connection. And you're showing me like, not only do I want this connection back, I also want this person back. I'm very, very attracted to them. But the reason you're not actually doing anything is because your ego is kind of coming into play here a little bit. In terms of like, you always have this need to put up this front of, I'm the one in control. I'm the charismatic one. You pursue me. I'm not going to pursue you. I just sit here on my throne. Like I'm hot. I'm not going to say that word. I'm all that in a bag of chips. So it's like, I want you back, but you're going to be the one to have to do the work to get me back type of thing, which makes no sense because you're the one that's showing me like, I want this reconciliation. So why would the other person have to do the work? But that's why you're not really taking any action quite yet. You're still evaluating and assessing. The energies in this reading are like all over the place, okay? So I don't know if you're just all over the place yourself or if this is like your person that's all over the place. If you feel comfortable sharing in the comments, let me know. I would love to hear it. Let's take a look at the recent past. Start off with the Page of Swords in the recent past. Page of Swords is clarified by the Nine of Wands, the Ace of Wands, which you get again in the same row in the near future, and the Page of Cups. You have your doubts here. You have your doubts. You're showing me like, look, do I want to rekindle this? Do I not? I don't know. I'm not sure. You are showing me, though, that you are pretty sure that the way to getting this connection back, rekindling this, is through an apology. So either you messed up and you feel the need to apologize in the recent past, or you're expecting them to apologize. I don't know. But you're essentially showing me like, I may have my doubts about whether I want this person back, whether I want this connection back. One thing I am pretty certain about, which you don't really like, is the fact that an apology is involved. Like, you're going to have to apologize if you do want this connection back. And you're showing me like, that doesn't really sit well with me. I don't really want to do that. Let's take a look at the Death in the recent past here. Death is clarified by the Queen of Cups, the King of Swords, and the Hierophant. What seemed to end here, somebody made a logical decision to end things. Some of you may have been married with this person. For those of you that are not married, it's just a very, very deep connection that feels like a marriage. And you're showing me like the love was here. I love them. They love me. This connection was deep. It was emotional. But somebody showed me it made sense for me to end this. Like there was, this person, this connection was no longer serving me. And so that's why I made the logical, calculated decision to end things. It's almost like there's nothing else that this person could give me that I could learn from, that I could grow from. Like they weren't really, this connection and this person weren't really contributing to me anymore. And so it only made sense for me to end it. Interesting way of looking at things. Let's take a look at the King of Cups in the recent past for you. King of Cups is clarified by the Moon, the Justice, which you get here in the current situation, and the World, which you got as the bottom of the deck for your main energy. There's something you weren't seeing. You're showing me, I can see this. I can see that you're showing me it made sense for me to end this. Like, again, I've learned everything I needed to learn from this person. There's nothing else to serve me in this connection. There's nothing, like, it feels right to just put an end to things. Like, yeah, I do love them. Yeah, they love me. But you need more in a connection. Like, love is not enough for you. You need this person to grow and develop and like to grow with you and push you and you push them. And something about this connection, you're just like, it was no longer serving me. Like, there's nothing else that I could learn and grow and like take from this connection and this person. So it made sense for me to end it. One thing you didn't see, though, and this is in your recent past, you were missing something here. It's almost like you thought you saw the whole picture, right? But you didn't. There was something which you didn't see, you didn't recognize in the recent past, which you may come to recognize in the current situation, which is probably why you're all over the place energetically. Let's take a look at the Justice in the current situation for you. Justice is clarified by the Strength, the Four of Cups, and the Seven of Swords. You're questioning your decision in the current situation because in the recent past, you're showing me it felt right. It felt balanced, like me choosing to end this, me choosing to walk away from this connection and making that logical decision felt balanced. It felt right. It's like, you know, it was a good decision for me. In the current situation, it's a little bit difficult for you to accept that maybe you did not make the right decision. You're showing me I'm doubting my decision. I'm questioning whether or not I made the right decision. And the reason you're coming to this realization is because you're unhappy. And you're showing me if I made the right decision in the recent past, how come I'm unhappy now? If the decision was right, I wouldn't be unhappy, but I am unhappy here. And at the bottom of the deck, you get the Seven of Cups. You're kind of looking back at your decision, being like, was this the right move for me? You're not saying yes, you're not saying no. It's like 50-50. Let's take a look at the Three of Swords in the current situation. Three of Swords is clarified by the Knight of Cups, the Eight of Wands, which you get again in the current situation, and the Two of Wands. You're heartbroken. You're really heartbroken in the current situation, and you want to come in and just give this person your love and receive love from them. And again, possibly even apologize. And you're showing me like, I know that I want to talk to them. I know what I want to say. I've had this conversation in my head a million times. Like, it's not a question of what will I say. It's a question of, am I making the right decision by wanting this person back, by having this conversation? So you're waiting. You're not making a decision yet about, do I talk to them and reach out or do I not? You're kind of still waiting. You're very, very emotionally overwhelmed in the current situation. And you're showing me I'm not going to make a decision from this like place of emotional overwhelm that I might regret in the future. Let's take a look at the Eight of Wands in the current situation. See what this conversation is all about. Eight of Wands is clarified by the Five of Swords, Queen of Swords, Wheel of Fortune. You can't decide. You're showing me like, look, I know that I want to talk to them, but I don't know if me talking to them is just me speaking from a place of pain, right? Like I'm going to want to talk to them because I'm so hurt, I miss them, or if it genuinely makes sense for me to have this conversation. Like you're approaching this very maturely, I have to say, where you're kind of like, look, I don't want to just inflict more pain on this person or confuse myself even more. I need to figure out what the end goal of having this conversation is, right? Do I want them back or do I not want them back? Am I talking to them because I'm just lonely and I miss them? Or do I want to talk to them because there's like an end game here that I want to reconcile and work through this? You don't know. And again, you're kind of like, one day it's this, one day it's that. So you're showing me like, I'm not going to make any moves because I might end up shooting myself in the foot here and self-sabotaging myself. And I don't want to do that. I want to make sure that whatever decision I make is logical, is practical, and it's aligned with what I want moving forward. I like that. I do like that. It's very, I guess mature is the only word I can think of, but I like that energy of like, I don't want to just do something impulsively, right? Let's take a look at the Ace of Wands in the near future. You got it in the recent past. You get it in the same row in the near future. Let's see. Ace of Wands is clarified by the Ten of Swords, the Page of Swords, and the Ace of Cups. It's interesting because in the recent past, you got Page of Swords clarified by the Ace of Wands. In the near future, you get the Ace of Wands clarified by the Page of Swords. You do want a new beginning, but again, you're not 100% sure why, because you keep going back to, I ended things. I walked away. It made sense for me to end things. How come it made sense for me to end things in the recent past and all of a sudden now I want this back? You're looking at your decisions and the choices you made from a very logical perspective. You're like, look, was I just impulsive in the recent past? Is that why I ended it? No, it actually made sense for me to end things. Like it literally aligned up like black and white in my head. It made sense for me to end things. So if it made sense for me to end things in the recent past, does it make sense for me to want this connection back? You do. You do want this back. You get the Ace of Cups, you get the Ace of Wands twice, you get the Three of Cups. You do want this connection back emotionally. You don't know if it makes sense for you to want it back. Let's look at the Knight of Pentacles. Knight of Pentacles is clarified by the Hangman, Queen of Pentacles, Two of Cups. You're moving very slowly. You're taking your time. You're not taking any action. You're not making any decision. You're showing me like, look, I'm all overwhelmed and confused. Let me focus on myself. Let me take care of myself. Right? This connection is always on the back burner internally for you. Like you can't stop thinking about it, but you're showing me before I make a decision about this connection, which is going to affect two people, both me and my person, let me make sure that I'm good, that I'm stable, that I'm grounded. So whatever logical decision I make comes from a place of me feeling confident and sure in my decision moving forward, because I don't want to inflict more pain on me, on the other person, on this connection. And I also want to make sure that I'm not just going to keep flip-flopping between I want to end this, I want this back. I want to end this, we're together, right? So you're kind of nurturing and focusing on yourself in the near future. Let's take a look at the Five of Pentacles in the near future. Five of Pentacles is clarified by the Four of Swords, the Page of Wands, and the Ten of Cups. You do. You do reach, and you get the Five of Pentacles again. You do end up reaching out to this person because you realize that the desire to reconcile here is not selfish. It's not just emotional. You genuinely want to heal things and fix things with this person. It is a slow burn, right? This person's still hurt, but I do see them reciprocating your energy. There's a little bit of like fun, playful energy exchange between you and your person, and that really does make you happy. The fact that the door is still even cracked open here in the near future truly makes you happy. And I think you're even happier because you've gotten to this place of recognizing like, okay, this is why I want this. This is the reason that I have this desire. I like it. Let's take a look at what the universe wants you to keep in mind this month, Cancer. From the universe, you get the Five of Cups, the Magician, and the Queen of Wands. You really want to change the past. You want to change history. You're showing me, I wish I could just come in and like rewrite history so that it didn't unfold the way it did. Because you are very drawn to this person. You are very attracted to them, and you do deeply care about them. I really like your energy in this reading, Cancer. I have to say, when it started off, it was like all over the place, and I was confused. I was like, what is going on? But once we started clarifying, it all makes sense. So Cancer, that's what I have for you. Thanks so much for tuning in. If it resonated, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe, and I'll see you here on the next one.